Hey everybody, it's me, Rachel Marie, and I am here with my fellow master cosmetologist, Miss Christina Dunbar. She is also my mentor, and she is a cosmetology instructor, 25 years in the game, and she is the CEO and owner of Salon Evolve Academy. And we're just going to keep rattling off the resume here. She's a motivational speaker and a business building coach. Okay. So, first and foremost, when we're done with all of this, you need to check out Salon Evolve Academy and get your class and your learning on. Okay. So,
Hi, everybody.
How are we doing today?
Great, thank you.
Thank you for coming and doing this with me.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's been a very, very, very exciting journey. First of all, I think I've said it multiple times, and if you read my previous post that we are actually going to expound on, but I already know how to do hair. The instructor that I was speaking about is the one and only Miss Christina Dunbar.
Hey.
So as I just stated, we're going to expound on my recent blog topic, which is called, But I Already Know How to Do Hair. And basically, I don't know about you, but while I was in school, I would often hear people mumbling or grumbling about like, I don't understand why we have to do this because I already know how to do hair. And maybe the first couple of weeks, since I really had no idea what I was getting into being in school, it didn't really hit me how asinine that comment was.
Yes.
But as I started to really dig deep and realize, oh man, there's like so much more to being a master cosmetologist, a licensed professional, than just like knowing how to do hair. What do you think about, okay, let's put it this way. I feel that, yes, you either have it or you don't. Like, being able to do hair is a talent that you possess. And you can't really be taught. You either got it or you don't. But what do you think about the people who don't believe that they have anything to gain by going to and getting a formal education in cosmetology?
What do I think about them?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Well, my thoughts on that is, well, it's the same with you. Your thoughts are different when you first come to school. What am I coming to school for? What do I need to come to school for? I already know how to do hair. So my question is, what do you know about hair? And what do you know about doing hair? So as you said earlier, it's a call, I call it a calling. Okay. It's either you know how to do it or you don't. It's in you. Everybody can do hair, of course.
Right. To some extent, yeah.
But knowing the fundamentals, knowing that it's more than just doing hair is where the education comes in. Who are we really? We touch people. So being able to touch people is a gift right there. That's a blessing. And I'm not going to talk about the spiritual side, but I'm going to throw the spiritual side in there. Okay. So really, we need to probably change the name of Master Cosmetologist into a ministry of cosmetology. Okay. Because that is deep, isn't it? But it's serious. Okay. So you know how to do hair. So let me help you expound on what you know about hair. Basically, like you were talking about the murmurs. You heard the murmurs. I know how to do this already. What I need to do. But as time went on, and also let me just put a little shout out about having a good mentor or an expert educator, someone who really knows the background. Because when I got into business, my whole premise on becoming a hairstylist was the education. Okay, because I was confused. Okay, I know how to do this, but what am I doing? I know how to braid. Okay, but what am I doing? What is this thing that keeps on me? That keeps allowing me to do that? That keeps allowing my friends to give me a call when they go out. They want me to do their hair. When they go out, they're calling me to come and help them pick out an outfit.
Right.
When we're sitting there talking, they want me to fix up their lipstick or blend some lipstick. Why is it me that they chose out of a circle of 5? Who am I? Why am I that powerful? Why am I in that?
Wow. Powerful. Right.
Why am I
Okay.
that powerful for them to look? So, it's confusing. So then trying to find something to do to trying to go to school. Okay, I know how to do that. Yeah, but I didn't go with the closed mind of, I already know how to do it. And that's where it comes in. Either you have an open mind or a closed mind. When I first met you, okay, I mean, there were certain aspects of it that went, and just watching everyone and the students coming in, my thing is when the light bulbs come on, that just sends chills up my
That's
back.
true. That's
Okay,
true.
so do you know how to do hair? Yes. Let me watch you, and I'm watching you knowing how to do it, but now let me teach you why we do it that way. What's
Right.
happening while you do it?
So basically, this is an instance. This is one of the rare instances in life where the why
Yes.
you're doing something, the way you're doing it, is extremely important.
It's extremely important.
Okay, that
Because-
makes sense.
Because we are in the industry of touch. So basically, when you are coming to school, what you want to do is expound on that background, the background fundamentals. Because school is all about teaching you safety, sanitation.
Right.
And remember, I used to go, psst.
Yep. I've been telling people that recently. I've been just randomly talking with customers, and they've been asking me a lot more questions about things that they're seeing me do. A lot of times they're saying, like, because I've never seen that, so like, why are you doing it that way? Or they'll actually say, are you doing it that way too? I had someone this past weekend say, when you went down the middle like that, were you creating a guide? I was like, absolutely.
Yes.
It's been weird having customers really ask me these technical questions and explaining it. And something I think you'll love is I did a fellow's hair a couple of Saturdays ago.
Okay.
As you remember, I only work on Saturdays. And we're doing the haircut, and we got to a certain portion, and I don't even really remember what he asked me, but something inside of me said, when you explain what he just asked you, be very, very technical, right? Normally you don't really use the cosmetology words.
You try to find the words,
right, but something said, be very technical. So I said to him, I said, oh, well, I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm going to blend out your parietal ridge. And he said, excuse me? And I said, huh? He's like, what'd you just say? Like, say that again? I was like, yeah, your parietal ridge. And I usually take my comb at the time, and then I'll just like go round in there. I'm gonna blend that out. And he was like, very impressed. Very, very impressed.
Awesome sauce.
And it didn't dawn on me till a little later when it came out that he was a nurse. So he knew exactly that was the technical word for that area, that I impressed him, I guess, because I guess he didn't think I knew that. Or maybe it was impressive that being a cosmetologist, we learn stuff like that. Yes, there is a whole chapter on the bones, the body, diseases,
right? Disorders.
Yes, disorders, which we
electricity.
Hated. Oh my gosh, the flashcards I still have, trying to memorize those diseases. But so when you ask, what are you learning? Even to that, I've known you how long now? Like 6 years? And I would have 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 7 years. Okay. I had to do, I did the math on my fingers. So 7 years now, and it didn't even dawn on me that is what we were doing or why we're doing it. Like, to learn what are you learning?
The what behind the why, and the why behind the what.
Right. So with you having a natural talent, a God-given ability, as you say, and then I think I want to touch on the whole aspect real quick when you asked, like, why me in a group of people. I also remember in class, see these jewels, this is one of these jewels. You even had us learning complexions and colors that match with complexions. We even learn about like eye shapes and face shapes.
Yes.
And not that I forgot those things, that we learned those things, because I guess naturally I'm using it every time I do hair without even really
right. Once you learn it, it's in there.
thinking about the fact that I'm doing it. But because do you think because you were able to learn those things like complexion and eye color and face shapes and whatever, without your friends knowing, is why they chose you? Because you had that kind of, they would have just, she just knows.
Well, that's what they used to say. You just know this stuff. And I'm like, okay, but I don't know how I know this stuff. Where did this stuff come from? So that's when I found out a long time ago, goes back to a calling. There is a calling. Most hairstylists, hairdressers, whatever we're called, nail techs, it's a calling amongst us. So that's why a lot of us get into business. But in that group, it was like, oh, go call Chris. She just knows how to do this. Okay. And then I just sit there and know how to do it. Eye color, hair color, facial shapes.
I don't know.
Eye
if you
shapes.
Just know. I mean, yeah, it's a calling.
It's a calling, but
I think there's an ability to see.
I see beyond it.
Yeah, see, like, okay, you're gonna look great like that, and yes,
and let's put this color on you. Let's do this. But I mean, what you're just saying, expounding on it, it's behind the scenes. I've always seen the bigger picture. If I'm looking at you now, in my mind, it's already okay. The color blending, what we're going to do, the hair, the facial shapes. So when I say it's in there, we don't know why it's in there, but school is to help bring those skills, that why, that wondering, that who am I, out.
If you didn't have that natural calling, right? Where, and when we say natural calling in this particular question, I mean that where you've been able to just see beyond. But if someone was curious, they've always just kind of been curious, right? Maybe they've never really been the best, but they've been curious. Could they go to school?
Yes, they could.
And learn how to see beyond?
Yes, they could. They need to come to school and see beyond. You know, just because someone is telling you, oh, you got that knack, you can do hair, you know how to do hair, and then you jump out there and do hair, but now you're jeopardizing the whole community, the whole industry. But that okay, I think I got this, but yeah, come on to the school and let the light bulbs come on. Let somebody do it. But then on the other hand, it has to be someone that can teach you how to receive the information.
Right. That's big.
Okay, and I know that's going to be another subject coming up that you're going to have.
Yeah.
Because there are educators like myself, there's teachers, whatever you want to call us, but unless you know how to teach that or how to get through, it's not going to happen. And a lot of us, or a lot of my students fall through the crack. So yes, you know how to do hair, but there again, why am I doing hair? What is this all about? Learning those fundamentals, learning about disorders, diseases. Basically, that's what it's all about. Once you know that, now you know your powers.
Right.
Okay, how to hold the shears correctly. How to, it's all about ergonomics. What is ergonomics? Do your research. She did. Okay. Okay, the word is ergonomics. Okay. But when you're learning all of those, the fundamentals, that's when the light bulbs come. Okay, like you just said earlier when we started. Why? There is a reason why I have to hold my shears a certain way.
There is. Or if you're cutting, there is a reason that you have to bend a certain way or move a certain way, or you can't just be in a fixed position.
Yes.
And I don't know if I touched on this in my article per se, but I do realize that even if you are doing all of the things fundamentally correct. There's still going to be some damage.
Yes.
And I think you need to learn that like we're not just doing hair and we're infallible to like there's going to be some damage, like especially more so repetitive motion injuries.
Yes.
Is what will occur, and then one day your hands go numb and you're not wondering and you're wondering, why are my hands numb? And it's because even if you've done everything to the best, just naturally you're going to have certain injuries after a time. But if you don't do those things correctly with the right fundamentals, you're just going to speed that process up. You're actually taking yourself out of the game in a shorter amount of time than you would actually be able to serve.
Yes.
Because you're going to injure yourself like way sooner than I see people. They're not bending them knees.
No, they're not.
They're not
holding those elbows out.
They're not holding those elbows out.
Aerodynamics.
They're not. I remember I told you that one story a couple weeks ago where I cut somebody's haircut and their head was like upside down like the whole time, because the way that this head was shaped and how the hair was growing from, if I was going to get certain angles, I just, in order to not have myself hurting for the rest of the entire day, I was just going to have to put your head down for me.
Yeah,
and
you make them work.
I'm just going to have to hold. I make jokes about, I bet you didn't think you were going to have an interactive haircut today.
I love that.
Like,
yes.
Hold that ear for me.
Yes.
I need to get in there.
Yeah. And it's okay.
Can you hold that right? Just take your hand and put
It's okay.
We don't want that part bigger than it needs to be.
Right.
Okay. I laugh. It's all fun.
Because it's all about that.
It's fun.
Not about, like you said, they look at us and the question is, when you mentioned the parietal. Was he shocked that you said it?
Yeah, he made me say it again.
And he was shocked because he doesn't hear that come out of a professional's mouth.
Right.
We're professionals, and when we start looking at ourselves as professionals, that's my mission, is to develop professionals in this industry. Right. Yes, you got that know-how, but now let me help you with that know-how. Let me help you understand this know-how. Let me help you grow. And it's more than just the hairstylist. Like I said, we grow mentally, physically. Actually, we help grow you up. Maturity.
But school is even if you think about high school, or maybe not even necessarily high school, if you take it to a college level. But the only reason I was saying high school is not everybody goes to college. But even if you think about high school and college, right? You're there and you're learning, you're doing classwork and assignments, right? But there's also periods, per se, free periods, where you're interacting with other people. Yes. You're building relationships.
Yes.
AKA networking.
Yes.
You know, then there's there's sports and team building and learning student government. You want to be government, you go to student government, you start getting the groundworks of the fundamentals of certain aspects of being in politics. Like school's never just been about like learning how to do that one particular thing. If I really think about it, it's always been based on getting people to think more or differently about the subject, or get other opinions to formulate ideas about a particular subject. Now that I really think about it. But
like, how awesome is that epiphany?
Well, right.
Okay.
But when I would hear them saying, but I already know how to do hair, and I'd be like,
why are you making us do that? I don't want to come.
But I'd be like, so what? Like, I have to think about the fact that, like, one of my very good friends, I've only been here in Atlanta for 7 years. So I've managed to have a mentor, which we're still in touch with each other. The lovely lady who does my hair, I met her in school. Yes. And we're still close. I just talked to her 30 minutes ago on the phone. Like, and we're still close. And there's still other people from school that I keep in touch with here and there. When we talk and they're doing something, we go. But like, I think about, I've built, even though it's two, it doesn't matter. You don't need a whole lot. Two very strong and pivotal relationships from being in school.
Yes.
And if I would have had the attitude of, but I don't know why I need to be here. I already know. I know what I'm doing.
So why are you here?
I wouldn't have been able to go on some of the journeys I went on with you.
Yes.
I wouldn't have met my other friend CJ. I've talked about her in some of my other posts. Listen. Me and CJ.
Yes.
With the hair, this red, it's old. Don't worry about it. But one time in 1 month, I made this girl give me 3 hair colors and 4 haircuts. Different hair. I mean, past the spectrum. And she'll look at me like, are you crazy? And I'll be like, just do it. His hair, it'll grow back. You know what I mean? How much fun is that? And to think, I met her in school.
Yeah.
And we rode that wave.
Yeah.
And I've watched her go from, when I say grow, I mean grow.
Yes.
Go from the sweet to the bigger sweet to the corner sweet to, just wait for that when she gets on and we talk about how she's getting ready to launch that building and get us another Black-owned beauty supply store and salon. You watch that shit?
Yes.
From where? From school. And also I'll bring her up some more because CJ is extremely educated. She has multiple degrees, college degrees too. And if she would have went to school and been like, I don't know why I gotta be here. I already know how to do hair.
Yeah. Where would she be?
Right. As far as like in this industry. And she's and she's extremely intelligent. And she's done a lot. Yeah. And done a lot of things. So there's only one, besides myself, who touches this hair, and there's a whole lot of hair. Okay. But but that also goes into, and I can say with her too, as well, like you either have it or you don't.
And
she got it.
Oh yeah.
But because she's educated and she believes in education, she saw the importance and she saw what going to school and to get her license and being a licensed professional would do.
Yeah, and I was a part of her life too.
Yes.
So I'm just, okay.
And I think that's important. I'm kind of glad we segued into her a little bit because that is true. If she saw the importance and she saw what it would do.
Yeah.
If she was a licensed professional.
And a lot of that being, like I said, the calling and a part, on my level as being an educator, part of that is seeing those gifts within you guys.
And how you get them out.
And how I bring them out. That's the hard part. How can I bring this out? Well, I don't want to be doing this. Okay, well, it's my mission now. Okay, how can I bring this out? Because you're here.
How can I get you to see?
How can I get you to see and open you up to receive the information that you're about to sign up for?
Right.
Okay, and that's hard, being on the educator side.
I can only imagine.
Okay, so
maybe that's why I run from it every time somebody offers me teaching.
Yes, and she's still going to be an educator as well because she's going to come through our teaching program at Salon Evolve Academy. But but seeing all of that, but part of our job as being a great educator as well is seeing that within you is the gifts. That's why we say it's more than just, I know how to do hair. It's much bigger than that. And when you say much bigger than that, I think a lot of people can't understand what's bigger than that or see the bigger picture because their mind has not allowed them to open up to the bigger. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense because, you think, okay, I know how to do hair. And you think, okay, I can go to a salon.
Yeah. And
I can do hair from there. Or I can get a booth. Or I can do the... But going to school, as our school grew, different opportunities arose. Yes. And then you realize, oh, there's more that I can do than just like doing hair behind a chair. Like I could, there are stylists who, cosmetologists who all they do is work in an industry, not necessarily the industry, but an industry where that's all they do. I didn't know, it's gonna might sound more, but then I didn't know that they hire licensed professionals to do the hair and the makeup for people for funerals.
Yes.
Like there's more than just, okay, I have my license, I'm doing hair behind the chair, I'm washing, I'm shampooing, I'm blow drying, I'm flat ironing, I'm weaving, I'm braiding. There's more to it. How do you learn how to take all of that? I know how to do hair and make it a business.
Yes, because that's what it is. It's a career
that lasts.
Yes, yes. How do I make this into a career? That's where the mission and the journey becomes, because you're not thinking about it, oh, I'm just jumping in it because I know how to do that. But actually, you're developing on a career path.
Which we did have a business
yes, we did.
section in school. There is an actual chapter or two on business.
How to develop your business from the front end to the back end, opening.
You gave us a formula.
Yeah.
For,
you remember the formula?
I still have it. I made copies. And everything I do, I pull that out.
Yes.
It has like a goal setting and then how you monetize the part and break down the formula. Okay, if I want this goal, then I need to make this amount of money this day, this many days for this. Like, yeah, you gave us a goal sheet.
Yeah, a money making goal sheet. Yeah. Oh, you still?
Oh yeah.
Hold up.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm back. She just gets me so emotional. I tell you. Ooh.
It's gems.
Ooh, yes.
It's gems. People go to business school and spend how long and pay how much money. And I got like a master business class in a couple months.
Yeah. And that's what it's all about. You know, finding that school, that good educator, enhancing on those skills. We do more than just hair. As she's just stated here, and as this conversation is going,
all day long,
you're seeing that it's more than just hair.
Just hair.
Okay, especially when you're around people, and this is a people industry. You know, networking.
And people are hard.
Yes, networking. That is a constant. Like she said, she's got connections from school, and there's more connections that she can probably talk about that she's had from school. My journey with them.
Yeah, but even not just with school, but then after school, then you get in the industry and you meet. One of the ways that I was able to get the position at the place I'm at now is by having connections. If I didn't have connections from people who are like veterans and their name actually maybe means something like that could really vouch, I wouldn't have been able to call them up or send them an email or text them up and say, hey, can you write me a reference letter that I need for my portfolio for this job that I'm looking for?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
portfolio. Ooh.
Yeah.
What's that?
You know, my portfolio.
Thank you. I do more than just hair.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. I've had it said before. I went to an interview where the person said to me, they said, I've never had anybody come in with a portfolio before.
Yes.
Oh, and you know that portfolio meant negotiation power.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I understand this is your starting salary. But
yes, and it's funny you said that. We brought a portfolio. I just did a guest speaking at one of the schools, and that question was posed to me.
So a student asked if you should have one.
Yes, she said, is it important to really have a portfolio? I said, yes, it is. Not just on social media. A lot of us still want to feel, hold, see. And I said, now remember, on social media, a lot of that stuff is doctored up. But when you have a portfolio, it's real. I said, even if it's something that you've taken a picture of or you've done, you can go to Kinko's, get it printed out. Even if you don't like it.
You can go to Walgreens.
Oh, Walgreens. I didn't think about Walgreens.
You can plug your little phone right on in, print them photos out.
Yes, yes. And you can't doctor it up. I said, but even if it's not a good portfolio, if you bring that into me, that helps me as the employer or someone that's getting ready to help you go to that next journey in life, see where I can help you build on those skills. Okay. Oh. So the portfolio. The portfolio is very important because that's what we're looking for. Okay, you took this picture, but it's not doctored up like it would be on social media. Filters, eyelashes,
or props, screenshots from somebody else's page.
Thank you. Okay, do we see a lot of that? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
That's not good. Right there, I'm not even going to hire you because I already know. You can send me to your social media page, but I need more than that because a portfolio is real. A portfolio is actually your soul. What you're bringing into me is your soul.
And then we're in, as we just stated, we deal with people.
Yes.
So why would you just send someone to your, like, the people person, like, let's me and you, here we go. This is me in a little flip book. Obviously it's not all of you, but here I am.
Here I am. And that's what it says to an employer, someone that's bringing you under their wings for tutelage. Here I am. All right, now let's take this and let's go and work with it now. Yes, you can do hair. Yes, you can.
Right.
Yes,
right.
You can.
But it might also say more than yes, you can.
Yes,
do
it
hair.
does.
Because I think it's funny if you go to an interview and somebody asks you, like, are you a people person? Of course, we're going to say
yeah.
But I think how you present yourself, i.e. like having a portfolio, will definitely say a little more than just, I can answer that question. Yes, I'm a people's person.
Along with a resume, along with a little bio of yourself, all of that. That stuff is still real. So yes, can you do hair? I don't know.
Yeah, but this isn't just, as I said in the article, it isn't just about doing hair. So can you communicate?
Yes.
If we have an interview together, how are you going to answer my question?
Yes. Are you a people person?
I don't know if I'm a people person, but I know enough that I can. And hold on, before people are like, what? I say I don't know if I'm a people person because even though it might not seem like it, I'm going to just admit I'm really shy. And I'm really self-conscious of people not liking me. I have this stupid fear of people not liking me. And it is ridiculous because I don't think it really matters too much. Not that I don't think. As many times as I've heard and I know that it doesn't matter if people like you or not, I'm always scared that people won't like me. Because in essence, I love people. Like, I love being around people. I love learning from other people, finding out interesting little things from other people. I just cut a 9-year-old's hair on Saturday that just passed. And this little boy loves history. He's talking about Vietnam War and World War. And then from there, he's talking about Percy Jackson movies. Like, listen, it's so amazing. Like, you deal with these people all the time. Not everybody's nice, but even still, even the meanest of person, I have this inkling on the inside that, like, they're not gonna like me. Anytime somebody new sits in my chair, I'm always like, what do I have to do to make sure that, like, they like me? That started to manifest itself differently within the past couple years. I started to say to myself, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. To get over the shyness, because I only have so much time to be with this person and make my first impression. Right. So to get over the shyness, I started going, all right, you know what? If at the end of the service, they don't like me, okay. But what they're not going to do is look in the mirror and go, I hate my haircut.
Right.
And I think by focusing on making sure that I am banging out the best haircut I possibly can, the rest of that stuff kind of started taking care of itself.
It does. And like you were saying, shy and all that, but once you lay hands on them, all that goes out the door. Because remember, we're in a what type of industry? Hands-on industry. And this is a ministry.
And it's hard.
So when you're thinking, oh, are they going to like me? Are they going to like me? The minute we touch, you've already released, what's the word I'm looking for? You've already released that.
Their energy?
Yeah, the positive energy. And that's why we in this industry also have to be positive. We have to build ourselves up, and you got to find those connections that can also help you build yourself up from within. Okay, because this industry will take you out.
Yeah,
it will take you out.
Woo, when clients play poker face.
Okay.
I mean, but I think I talked about him before too. He comes back, so I know he likes the service and what I'm providing,
It's
and
all
he
about
likes
the
his
service.
haircut. But boy, when he sits there that 30 minutes with that poker face on, and I have no idea which end is up or down. Are we liking this? Is too short? Did I mess up? Did I not touch right? Did I cut that? Oh my gosh. It gets
and all those things do go through our heads.
all of them.
Yes.
I've been doing this thing where after someone becomes my client, and like we're solidified, we're in there. This isn't no 3 visits, like we're in there.
You're on the 5th one. This is the lifer.
Oh no, we're past 5th.
This is the lifer. Okay.
Sometimes if it was a customer who, when they first sat in my chair, their haircut was maybe a little difficult. We get to a point where like later on we're talking and I'll say, I have a confession. And they're like, oh, what's going on? I was like, so the first time I did your hair, I was panicking the entire time. And then we'll laugh at that. We'll laugh. There was like, really? I was like, oh yeah. Like, what am I going to do? How am I going to get this done? Only got 30 minutes. Oh crap. Yeah, it's pretty much what's running through my head the entire time that we're doing it. There was like, I would have never known. Oh yeah, because it's quiet. I'm yelling on the inside. I'm panicked on the inside. And they find that funny because even they feel like, you know, their hair is difficult and they've come back because they felt like, man, she managed to tackle this difficult hair and like it looks good. It's tame now, you know? And then once we get to that little confession where they're like, yeah, man, my hair is just so much more manageable, I'll be like, oh, yeah, PSA, I was freaked out the whole entire time. I didn't know which end was up or what end was down. And they find that, I find that funny too.
It is funny, but look at that communication. When you open that communication, it's more than just doing hair. It's more of those relationships. It's more of those connections. It's more of those wow moments. I think I tell people I just have wow moments with my clients or people that I meet because that bigger picture is really, what are we really on this earth for?
Something about transformations. Something about like
touching that life of that individual.
Right.
Bringing the best out of them. Really, that's what we do. We transform.
And you know, thinking about it some more per recent conversations I've had with some of these fellas, we become parts of important life moments for them. Like I have a couple of clients that every time they look at their wedding photo,
yeah, that was you
right there. I have one that just came in because he's going to a big old job interview, the final one. He was like, I had to make sure that my hair was
tight.
Yeah, my hair was tight. I had to come in. You know?
And when you hear those responses come back, it just makes you feel so like, wow, inside. Warm and fuzzy.
I always aim for the compliment from another person. So like when, I don't know about other stylists, but for me, when my customers come back and they say something like, oh man, I had a couple people mention my haircut over the weekend or the last time you did it, I'm always like, yeah, that's what I was like aiming for. Like I want you to look great and I want you to get compliments and stuff like that.
That's really why we're in this industry. And that's why it really is a calling. Because of those responses and those things that come back. When you are touching a life, when you are transforming, when you hear that, wow, you know what? I got so many compliments on my hair last time. Can we do that again? No.
Why not?
What did we do?
Okay. That was me this past weekend. I'm sorry. It's not that.
Okay, right.
And it's not that we don't remember you.
Yes.
Okay. We remember you. But sometimes when it's flowing through you.
Exactly.
And your mind is just like, you just need to do this, you do that, do that. You know what I mean? And then bam. And you're like, And even though where I work, we're supposed to take notes, write down.
Right.
Like I could write it down if I want to, but doesn't mean I can read that again and then go, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's just right there at your fingertips.
Because it's natural.
Just,
that's that calling. And that hairstyles will not ever be the same again.
No, it could
so
be
that's
close.
why, no, it's going to be close.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be the same because the type of energy you put into it the first time.
Right.
It's not going to be the same energy because it changes. And that's what makes this industry so phenomenal. Because it changes. And it should change with each time that person comes in.
Okay.
Each time you visit or whenever. So, yes, you're going to have that same hairstyle. It's going to be close, but it's going to still be a little different.
It's going to
but
be
that,
the same
you should
concept.
Want that. You should want that because I'm creating. You're creating a look for that person. That's where that joy comes from. That's where that motivation, that's where that energy. If you don't feel all of that in this industry, you're in the wrong industry.
Right. I miss my one customer, Mark. I don't know where you are now. But he moved. He got another job. Congratulations. Okay. Because we never had notes. Ever had notes. Every single time he came in, he was like, okay, this time I want to try. And he told me, he was like, I tried it with you, the first time. And he was like, and you nailed it. And then every single time I come back and I'll be like, this time I want to. And you just kept like giving me what I asked for. And I'm like, so that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yes.
If that's not what was happening, I know we shouldn't say, but I found myself every now and then just like apologizing to them on behalf of other master cosmetologists.
You don't do that.
Because like, I'm sorry that's happening to you.
Yes.
I think I've said this multiple times. I think it sucks every time someone tells me about their bad experience.
Yes.
I think it sucks because let's face it, when you look good, you feel good and you perform better.
Yes.
You do better. Your swagger's different.
Yes.
I mean, especially ladies. I mean, and I work with men, but the same goes. But like, especially ladies, where are you going and your hair is not done?
Okay.
How would you respond to, and now taking out genders, how would you feel if you sat down to get your hair done? You trusted somebody, and not just trusted somebody. You're paying your hard-earned money, and it's not just about money either. There's time involved in getting haircuts and planning and preparation and driving, plus money and trust. And you sit down in someone's chair and you ask them for something, you ask them to do something, and they chop off your hair or they color it a different color or they make it uneven and they let you walk out. And I think the saddest part of it is you saw it.
Yes.
You know you saw it.
We as the professional.
Why did you think that was okay? What was that thing that you used to say to us when we would have, when we would be checking off our sheets and we'd like show you a mannequin. And you pretty much did have a very nice way of saying like, you okay with that? Or is that what you just used to say? I think you used to say, are you okay with that?
That's what I used to say. Are you okay with that?
How do you feel about that?
Would you walk out like that?
Do you like that?
Yes. If you don't like it,
then
you think I'm going to sign off on that?
Then what are the chances of
your client
actually?
And they already know. So a lot of you guys often wonder why that person didn't come back. It's that little bit. You already know why they didn't come back. And now I fought you, as she said, the apologies that you're apologizing for other people. Yes, on us to do that, and my heart gets heavy with that too.
I don't do it every time.
Okay, but there are you do it too. No,
like,
we all do it.
Where I'm like, man, I'm
and so don't be that person, because we are in that industry. And even if you just apologize to that person, or just, you know what, how can I work with you to kind of solidify what just happened?
Well, I'll just be like, okay, well, here's what
when you come back.
Here's what we can do.
Or before you leave.
Or sometimes it's so bad, we got to put you on a plan. I got to put you on a plan to get you back to where you need to be, because we've gone so far from where you wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I don't apologize every time, but there are instances where, like, this person is sitting in front of me. I'm looking at I'm physically looking at the damage. And I can pretty much guarantee that damage was done by somebody who went to school but already knew how to do hair. So they just, finagled their way out of there.
So
barely made.
So what's the dynamics? Are you the one that really knows how to do hair?
I would say,
because you just said looking at it, you already can see what happened.
Oh, yeah.
You already know what's happened, but the ones come, I already know how to do this. I already know how to do hair. But do you? Because what you just said, all of that transformation, all of what you're going through, you just looked at that head. You already know what to do.
Oh, yeah.
To make that person's day, to make them feel better. So the real person that really knows how to do hair is the who? The licensed professional.
Right.
The one that who? Cares about people.
Right.
The one that understands the fundamentals, the dynamics.
But I think more than understanding the fundamentals and the dynamics, I knew that I was still going to have to dig deeper.
Exactly.
I was still going to have to dig deeper.
That's the
I
difference.
Wanted to make sure that every time I executed a haircut, that thing was as close
every
to
time.
Every time.
Yes.
I've also, since very young, had a problem disappointing, whether it be parents or instructors or whatever. I didn't like to get bad grades, and not because my parents would get mad at me, but because I'd be mad at me. It would make me feel like no other way to say it, like a failure. I can't. I'm better than that. I would say to myself, I'm better than that.
Yes.
There's no reason for that.
Yes. There it is.
And so then you go back and you figure out, what did I do wrong? What do I have to do right?
Yes.
Sometimes it's not even about what you did wrong.
Right.
Sometimes it's about what you did right.
What you did right. Yeah. And when you know, I thought you was going to say, what's that I used to say before?
When you know, you grow.
No.
Or when you know, you know.
Yeah. You know.
When you know, you know.
That's what makes you that professional. That's what makes you that most wanted in the industry. Sorry, Doc Vader is calling me.
Because when you know,
you know.
You know.
And I used to always say that when you know, you know. It's in you. It's innate. So no, I don't just do hair. Who am I?
Who are you?
That's the wise old question. And I am a master cosmetologist / educator / business success coach. When you know who you are, when you know whose you are, when you know what you are, we're more than just somebody that already know how to do hair. No.
Or just does hair. I just does hair.
I don't do that. I touch lives.
Create experiences.
We create experiences, which makes our lives
more enriched.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it's not all about the dollar bill, y'all.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's helpful, but no, because someone asked me just Saturday, if I won the lottery.
Wow.
Would I still come to work?
And you said?
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
And they were like, no way. I mean, you won $300 million and blah, blah, blah. I was like, it's for myself. It's one day.
Yeah.
And I think about all the people who who arrange their schedule around the fact that, like, okay, my person's gonna be here this one day, so I'm going out of town here, and they'll be pulling out their calendar. All right, so I'm going out of town here, so then that means I need to come back within this many weeks for a week. Yeah, you know what I mean? And we sit there and we go, well, if you have to come back in this many weeks, I can always just cut it a hair shorter. That way, by the time you do leave, then it's at that perfect thing. Or we can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think I really, really, truly believe down to the bottom, the depths, that if I won the lottery, I'd still go to work on Saturday.
I would too. I've been asked that question as well. Because I
I
love
can go
what I
on
do.
vacation Monday through Friday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, it's not like I don't take off now if I got something to do. There's always ways to do that. Like if I got to take off that Saturday, I always tell the people. I let them know, and then we make sure that we get them in before or after.
Yeah. So we're more than just hair.
Yeah, we're more.
Wow.
It always gets deep. I love our convos, but
yes,
I just want to say thank you so very much.
Thank you
for coming, hanging out on the couch.
Yes,
talking to the people with me. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yes.
But I already know how to do hair with Miss Christina Dunbar.
Yes.
Again, you can check out her website, Salon Evolve Academy. You can follow on, we have Facebook, Twitter.
Yes, and also we have the Facebook.
We have Facebook
business page.
Oh yes, Facebook Salon Evolve Academy as well,
and the Career Beauty Professional.
Yes,
yes. I want everybody to come on in and become a member. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, become a member of the Career Beauty Professional. Yes.
Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube page, The Cosmetology Chronicles, where you can watch this video and little snippet. Be prepared, because if you aren't able to watch the video on YouTube, we're going to be dropping podcast, The Cosmetology Chronicles, coming soon.
Awesome.
And then each new blog entry will drop on every Friday. Okay, so if you go to my website, thecosmetologychronicles.com, you can subscribe at the bottom for the newsletter, and then you don't have to worry about missing an episode, because you'll just get it right straight to your email. Okay,
she keeps it real. She's gonna keep it real. Yes,
I want to be authentic.
Yes,
I don't want to have to play a part.
Yes,
I already have enough hats to wear as it is.
Yeah.
And I've always felt it was way too hard.
Yeah.
Trying to be something or somebody that you aren't.
Yeah. Yeah. So who are we?
I am a wife, a mom.
Wow.
A master Cosmo.
Yes.
Among other things.
Yes.
I.e. sister, daughter,
yes,
friend.
Like I tell people, who I am is a cosmetologist, but what I do is Christina.
Oh, gems.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.